The next is D and L isomer. The D and L isomer are mirror image of each other. The spatial orientation of hydrogen and hydroxyl group on the carbon atom adjacent to the terminal primary alkyl carbon. This determines whether sugar is D isomer or L isomer. If the OH group is on the right side of the sugar, then sugar is D series. If it is on left side, then that sugar is belong to L series. The structure of D and L glucose based on reference monosaccharide D and L glycerolide. So if you see here, this is your primary terminal alcohol. The hydroxyl group just adjacent to this. If it is on right side, then it is D sugar. If the OH group on left side, then it is called L glucose sugar. Then optical activity of sugars. Optical activity is characteristic feature of compound with asymmetric carbon atom. When a beam of polarized light is passed through the solution of optical isomer, then that solution will rotate that light to either right side or left side. If it rotates the plane polarized light to right side, then that solution is called dextrorotatory. It is represented by plus sign or small d. If the solution rotate the plane polarized light to left side, then that solution is called levorotatory and it is represented by minus sign or small l. Whereas D sugar or L sugar, they are given capital D and capital L. Whereas the optical activity of sugar is determined by small d and small l. If D and L isomer are in equal concentration, then it is called racemic mixture. If this racemic mixture does not exhibit any optical activity, because the concentration of dextrorotatory and levorotatory solution is equal, so plane polarized light cannot be rotated either side. So this optical activity first observed by Louis Pasteur. It observed that two enantiomer rotate the plane polarized light in opposite direction, and this rotation is explained by RS system, which is most useful for the determination of optical activity of chiral carbon. So the each group attached to the chiral carbon is given the priority. If the priority of three group 1 to 3 is decreased in clockwise direction, then that configuration is called R. In Latin, it derived from Latin word rectus, which means right side. If it is counterclockwise, then configuration is S, which is derived from Latin word sinisters, means left side. So here the priority of OCH3 is higher than OH group. The priority of OH group is higher than NH2. Likewise, so here you can see first, second group, third group and fourth group. If the priority is decreased from right side 1, 2, 3, then it is clockwise. If priority is decreased left side 1, 2, 3, then it is counterclockwise. So it will be a dextrorotatory and it will be the levorotatory. Then next term is epimer. So what is meant by epimer? So if two monosaccharide differ from each other in configuration around the single specific carbon atom other than anomeric carbon atom, then that sugar is called epimer of each other. For example, glucose and galactose are epimer with regards to fourth carbon. Glucose and mannose are epimer with regards to carbon second. The interconversion of epimer is known as epimerization. The enzyme, namely epimerase, catalyzes this reaction in which one epimer is converted to another. So we will explain from this image what is meant by epimers. Okay, so here it is D-mannose, D-glucose and D-galactose. So if you see the structure of glucose and mannose, at second carbon hydroxyl group on left side, whereas here hydroxyl group on right side. Then rest of the structure between mannose and glucose is same. So they are differ at only second carbon. So they are epimer to each other. Then glucose and mannose. If you observe that first carbon, second carbon similar to second carbon, third carbon is similar to carbon. Then fourth carbon, here the hydroxyl group on right side, whereas in galactose hydroxyl group on left side. Then they are differ at fourth carbon. Then again fifth carbon will be positioning is same. So D-glucose and D-galactose, they are epimer to each other at fourth carbon. So the epimer having same structural formula except at one position. Then enantiomer. These are the special type of stereoisomer that are the mirror image of each other. The two members are designated as a D sugar and L sugar. Majority of sugar in higher animal including man are D type. Then distereoisomers. So term distereomers is used to represent the stereoisomer that are not the mirror image of each other. So here if you see L glucose and here it is D glucose and here L glucose. If you take this sugar and keep on this, so this will be superimposed on this. This OH will come on this OH, this H will come on this H, this H will come on this H, OH will come on this OH. So they are a mirror image of each other when you take this sugar and turn on this. Whereas distereoisomers, if you see here, so if you superimpose this on this, so this OH will come on this H, this H will come on this OH. So they will be not the mirror image of each other. So such sugar called distereoisomers. Then common structure, the common structure of sugars. For simplicity, the structure of aldose sugar and ketose sugar represent straight chain molecule, whatever the structure we seen till now. But in aqueous solution, sugar having aldotetrose or all other monosaccharide containing 5 or more carbon atom in backbone, they occur predominantly in the cyclic structure. The carbonyl group has formed the covalent bond with oxygen of hydroxyl group along the chain. So carbonyl group means either aldehyde group or ketose group. It forms the covalent bond with oxygen of hydroxyl group and form the ring structure. The ring structure is a result of general reaction between aldose and alcohol and aldehyde or ketones. The structure which is formed is called either hemiacetal or hemiketal structure. The configuration is conveniently represented either by Fischer formula or by Haworth projection formula. The Haworth projection formula are 6-member ring called pyranose structure. The 5-member ring structure called furanose. The cyclic form of glucose also known as alpha D glucopyranose. It contains 6-member ring, and alpha D glucofuranose if it contains 5-member ring. Okay, so what happen? Whatever the structure straight chain present here, the aldehyde group, if it is form the structure, form the covalent bond with 5th carbon, so it gives the pyranose structure. It contains 6-member ring. This is oxygen first, then second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Whereas if it is formed with fourth hydroxyl group, then it was the 5-member ring structure. 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. So depend on the which hydroxyl group is involved with aldehyde group or ketone group, it determined whether that form the pyranose structure or furanose structure. This cyclic structure gives the anomers. Then we will see what is meant by anomer. The isomeric form of monosaccharide that differ only in their configuration around hemiacetal or hemiketal carbon atom. The hemiacetal or carbonyl carbon atom is called the anomeric carbon. If the special arrangement is differ at this anomeric carbon, from that it give two enomer, alpha enomer and beta enomer. The alpha and beta enomer of D-glucose interconvert in aqueous solution by the process called mutarotation. In next slide we will see the what is the mutarotation. Now this is the straight chain structure. Okay, so here this O group, this aldehyde group form the bond with hydroxyl carbon of fifth carbon. So it give pyranose structure containing 6-member ring. So here this O is a anomeric carbon. If you see this hydroxyl group, if O and this OH they are in opposite direction or in opposite plane, then this is alpha enomer. If this O and OH are present on the same plane, then this is the beta enomers.